Wooster, Marian L Steel, and Firestone tonight on Academic Challenge.
Academic Challenge is brought to you by Westfield Insurance. And now, here's the host of Academic Challenge, Jason Nicholas.
Hello, good evening. I'm Jason Nicholas, and welcome to Academic Challenge. The challenge is simple. Tonight, these three teams will compete for points by answering questions covering math, science, history, and other topics. First, let's take a look at our team standings, because at the end of the season, the top three scoring teams will return for our championship showdown. But these points are very important for another reason. Westfield Insurance will grant $20,000 to the top 10 schools that compete this season on Academic Challenge. Now, let's get started with our opening match. It is the lightning round. In this round, all three teams compete. We award 10 points for a correct answer. We'll subtract 10 points for an incorrect or no answer. We start each team tonight with 100 points. Here we go. Get out your rowboats here, because these questions are all about lakes. Big lakes, small lakes, all kinds of lakes. Here we go. Lake Pontchartrain flooded this large Louisiana city, Wooster.
New Orleans.
During Hurricane Katrina. New Orleans, yes. You can visit Lake Okeechobee in this southern peninsula state. Steele.
Florida.
Florida, yes. A group of New York lakes is named for this digit of the hand, Wooster.
Finger.
Finger Lakes, yes. This lake between Argentina and Chile is named for Argentina's capital. Wooster.
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires is right. Nevada's Lake Mead was formed by the waters from this dam, Marian L Steel.
The Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam, yes. This Russian lake is the deepest in the world. Worcester.
The Ural Sea.
No, it's Baikal. This deepest U.S. lake is in Oregon. Firestone.
Crater Lake.
Crater Lake, yes. Van Ern is the largest lake in this country, where Stockholm is the capital. Worcester.
Sweden.
Sweden is right. The NBA Lakers are from this West Coast city, Worcester.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles is right. For our final lightning round question, let's go over to Frank Woima from the Cleveland Division of Water.
At the Cleveland Water Department, our top priority is making sure you have the highest quality drinking water at all times. Waters from 4 of the 5 Great Lakes make it into our water supply, but we do not get water from what easternmost of the Great Lakes?
Firestone.
Lake Ontario.
Lake Ontario is right. Well done. Great first round competitive match. Smart teams will meet them as AC continues.
Just like anything can happen in the game you're about to watch, anything can happen in life. That's why there's Westfield Insurance.
Our employees and agency partners are here for you when the unexpected happens. Help put the pieces back together and give you peace of mind.
In addition to high school quiz shows, we support programs like teen driver safety and community involvement.
The bottom line is that we value what you value.
So thanks for tuning in. Now let's watch these sharp young minds compete in what's sure to be an exciting match.
Let's welcome our judge tonight from Cuyahoga Community College, Mary Kay Bitterman, Director of Technology Academies. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Thanks for watching us tonight. Now it is time for the Mix It Up round here. The questions were 20 points. There's no penalty for an incorrect answer. If a team answers all 6 questions correctly, they'll receive those very important 25 bonus points. Let's first take some time. Learn about team number 1, Wooster. Wooster is a comprehensive high school located in Wayne County. Wooster High School is a U.S. News and World Report silver-rated high school, offering its students 18 AP courses, and it hosts the Tri-County International Baccalaureate Academy. With over 1,300 students, WHS has a nationally recognized speech and debate team, a strong music program, 23 varsity athletic teams, and a renowned school newspaper called the Wooster Blade. Alexander is the captain of Wooster. Alexander plays the horn. Tell us more.
I play horn in the band. I also do public forum debate. And I'd like to thank our advisor, Mr. Keister.
Okay, over to Jared. Jared, you're a policy debater.
Yes, I am a policy debater. I also am a class representative in student government, and I'd like to thank our principal, Tyler Keener, for his support in Academic Challenge.
All right, terrific. Over to Robert. Robert, you run cross country. Tell everyone at home a little bit more about yourself.
Yes, I also play quads in the band, and I would like to thank our superintendent, Dr. Michael Teffs.
All right, Jared Alexander, gentleman of Wooster. Here we go. Look at this playground option. See if you can find the last name of what American who invented the telegraph and a code to use with it.
Morse.
That is right. Something that is done inadvertently is done in which of these manners?
Accidentally?
Yes, had there been an 18th century internet, this could have been the address of what man who invented the cotton gin?
Eli Whitney.
That's right. To get rid of these rat toes, rearrange the letters here to name what stone that gave us the key to Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Rosetta.
That is right. Listed here are the 3 inventions important to everyday life. Arrange them in chronological order, starting with the earliest.
Movable type, nylon synthetics, and vulcanized rubber.
Now it's movable type, rubber, and then nylon. The explanation of why he ran so well is shown here, was offered by an Ethiopian runner who twice won what Olympic event? Covers 26 miles, 385 yards.
The marathon.
Marathon is right. Well done for Wooster. Only missed one and takes the lead. Team 2 tonight is Marian L Steel, Steele High School, located in northern Lorain County. Marian L Steel, the school's namesake, served as principal for over 50 years. With over 1,300 students, the school has a strong academic foundation, competitive sports, and an award-winning music program. In addition, students consistently score above the state average on SAT and ACT tests. Students there can participate in nearly 40 extracurriculars, including French Club, Science Olympiad, NHS, Student Council. Chad is the captain of Marian L Steel. Chad's an Eagle Scout.
Yes, I am an Eagle Scout. I've been a Boy Scout since 5th grade. I also am a National Merit Semifinalist. I participate in Marching Band Science Olympiad. And I would like to thank our advisors, Mrs. Teresa Sopanik and Mrs. Angie De Leon, for ensuring that we are going to Marian L Steel the show.
I like that. I really like that one. I may have to use that. Ethan, you're in the choir. Tell us more about Ethan.
Yes, this is my first year in choir, and I've been on the academic team for 3 years. And I'd just like to take a moment to thank our alternates, Jared, Greg, and Zach, for being here.
Very good. Over to marching band president Matt. Matt, tell us more about yourself.
Yeah, I'm also in the jazz bands and concert bands, and I'm in the National Honor Society, and I am an Eagle Scout, and I'm also a National Merit semifinalist. And I would like to thank our school's administration for allowing us to be here.
All right, Marian L Steel the show. Here we go. This phrase seems to describe a volcanic eruption, but hidden within it, the name of what Greek goddess of wisdom?
Athena.
Yes. Which of these words best describes someone who is frugal?
Thrifty.
Okay, yes. Here's a website about what 18th century French queen whose life ended on the guillotine?
Marie Antoinette.
That is right. The letters in this phrase can be rearranged to name what first Massachusetts colony established by the Pilgrims, 1620.
Plymouth.
Yes, these 3 states are listed alphabetically. Arrange them correct chronological order in which they join the Union.
Connecticut, West Virginia, Arizona.
That is right. 25 bonus points possible here, Marian L Steel. Charles Evans Hughes made this statement on the 150th anniversary of what Revolutionary War battle fought on a hill near Boston?
Bunker Hill.
25 bonus points for Marian L Steel. To go to the show. Finally tonight, Firestone. Firestone, Akron's Firestone High School. Over 1,200 students enjoy a variety of advanced academic, career, and artistic programs. Besides its outstanding International Baccalaureate program, Firestone offers a wide variety of AP, visual and performing arts, engineering, and business courses. Firestone has been listed as one of the top 500 schools in the nation by U.S. News and World Report. Jack is the captain of Firestone. Jack, you play on the baseball team. Tell everyone at home more about Mr. Jack.
Yes, I also am on the golf team, and I'm in the engineering program.
Very good. Over to Zach. Zach, you're a bowler.
Yes, and I'm also a member of the International Baccalaureate program and a member of the National Honor Society.
Libby, over to you. You're in the IB program. Tell us more about Libby.
Yes, I'm in the IB program. I've been on the Academic Challenge team for 2 years, and I would like to thank our advisor, Ms. Seefeld.
All right, very good. Zach, Jack, Libby, Firestone, just for you. You can demand 20 points here if you find the hidden name of what man, the first black president of South Africa?
Mandela.
Mandela's right. Which of these words would best describe someone who's despondent?
Dejected.
That is right. Back in mythical times, this may have been a good internet address for what woman opened a box and let out all the world's troubles?
Pandora.
That is right. Forget toes. Just rearrange these letters to name what kind of angle that is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees.
Obtuse.
That is right. These 3 men all set off to explore the unknown. Arrange them chronologically.
Columbus. Henson, then Glenn.
That is right. 25 bonus points possible here. Firestone Here you have one of the many quotes associated with what ancient Greek slave noted for such fables as the dog in the manger and the fox and the grapes?
Aesop.
25 bonus points for Firestone. Hey, more Q&A after this. The match is tight. We have a tie for the lead. Stay close.
I'm Jason Stevenson of the Hoffman Group, a Westfield partner, bringing you the Sharing Knowledge, Building Trust question of the week. True or false? Insurance needs are different if you reside in a house, an apartment, or a condo.
For the answer and a chance to win a Kindle, visit westfieldinsurance.com/academic challenge.
Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we begin our next round, let's recap the score so far tonight. 240 points. We have Wooster, and right now in the lead, tied for 265, Marian L Steel, and Akron Firestone, 265 as well. Now it is time for the picture perfect round. Each correct answer here is worth 10 points, but a wrong or no answer will cost 10 points. So all three teams you're playing here, so hands on your buzzers, eyes on the monitor. Here we go. This mosaic, a warning to beware of the dog, is from what ancient city, which along with Firestone?
Pompeii.
Pompeii is correct. This monument overlooks what M-initialed French river that named 2 World War I battles, Wooster?
Somme?
No, the Marne River. Trained to bark at strangers, this spaniel is named for what Central Asian region where the Dalai Lama provides spiritual, Wooster?
Tibetan?
Tibet is correct. Solve for X with what you see right there. Marian L Steel?
1.
1. Here you see Akbar, the great 16th century Mughal emperor, Wooster.
India.
Crossing what holy river of India? The Ganges is the right answer there. In his Carnival of the Animals, composer Saint-Saëns used this melody to portray what graceful bird called an ugly duckling in a fairy tale by Hans Christian Andersen. Firestone?
The swan.
Swan is right. The iris gets its name from a Greek word for what natural colorful phenomenon that sometimes appear in the sky following a storm. Firestone?
Rainbow.
Rainbow is right. If you wanted to visit the Hamburger Hall of Fame, as mentioned in this issue of Cleveland Magazine, you would have to travel to Seymour, in what state whose capital is Madison? Firestone?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is right. That does it for the picture perfect round. Be back with more Academic Challenge right after this. Team advisors tonight from Firestone, Linda Seafelt, from Marian L Steel, Andrew DeLeon and Teresa Stepanek, and from Wooster, Mark Kister. Time to get back underway now with hot picks. One at a time, I'll ask each team 8 questions. The correct response here is worth 20 points. No penalty for a wrong answer, so guess away. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive those very important 25 bonus points. First up, team number 1, Wooster. To pick your questions, we go over to Chad from Steele. Chad, 1, 2, 3, or 4?
1.
Envelope number 1 for the gentleman from Wooster. Here we go, guys. Even before he obtained a patent, Thomas Edison happily demonstrated what incandescent invention of his to thousands of people?
Light bulb.
The light bulb, right. The 4th Earl of Sandwich, for whom the Sandwich Islands were named, was an alum of what English university, the traditional rival of Oxford?
Cambridge.
That is right. Marble from the island of Paros was brought to ancient Athens to build what largest temple on the Acropolis?
The Pantheon.
Parthenon.
You said Pantheon first. Unfortunately, I take your first answer there. Parthenon. You knew it, Alexander. Sorry about that. Over to the monitor science question. The living together of 2 organisms in an interdependent relationship is which of these?
Symbiotic.
That is correct. Utah and New Mexico became U.S. territories as part of what same compromise that admitted California as a state in the middle of the 19th century?
Missouri.
Compromise of 1850. Buttons proclaiming that Frodo lives were once popular among fans of what epic trilogy by Tolkien?
Lord of the Rings.
That is right. To the monitor, solve for X. X equals?
3.
X equals 1. It was on his way to a class reunion at Williams College that what 20th U.S. president was assassinated?
Garfield.
James Garfield, right. Well done there, Wooster. A little bit of a tricky draw to envelope number 1. Marian L Steel now up for your questions. Jack from Firestone.
3.
Envelope number 3 for the gentleman from Marian L Steel. Here we go. You wouldn't look in the forest, but in the ocean to see what creature that is the largest mammal.
Blue whale.
That's right. In 1911, W.E.B. Du Bois published The Quest of the Silver Fleece about what crop said to be king in the pre-Civil War South.
Cotton.
That's right. Canada and Mexico are our closest neighbors, but next closest is what country from which we are separated by the Bering Strait?
Russia.
Russia's right. To the monitor science question. Avogadro's law says that equal volumes of gases at equal pressures contain equal numbers of which of these?
Molecules.
Molecules, correct. Although it's named for a German duchy, the Brunswick Peninsula is located near the tip of what continent? That also includes Tierra del Fuego.
South America.
Yes, among the books written by Nadine Gordimer is one whose title refers to a footprint left by what fictional character who befriended Robinson Crusoe?
A gorilla.
No, Friday's footprint. So the monitor your math question, evaluate this expression here.
51.
51 is right. Good job. 6 states joined the Union during the administration of what 23rd president who served between Cleveland's 2 terms?
Harrison.
Benjamin Harrison is right. Good job. Marian L Steel taking a nice lead here. Firestone, though, still up, and we go over to Alexander from Wooster. Alexander, 2 or 4?
4.
Envelope number 4 for Firestone. Let's begin. In 1913, America's Smithsonian Institution awarded a medal to what French engineer who had built the famous Paris Tower that bears his name?
Eiffel.
Yes, bears sometimes live in caves, but in the Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico, you'll be more apt to encounter what flying mammals?
Bats.
Bats, yes. Frederick Douglass was aiming for the stars when he named his anti-slavery newspaper for what star, also called Polaris?
North Star.
That is right. If a pair of twins, to the monitor here, if a pair of twin boys includes one boy who is an albino and one who has normal pigmentation, it's reasonable to infer that they are what type of twins?
Fraternal.
Fraternal, yes. Among those killed in the massive 2004 tsunami was the grandson of King Bhumibol, the ruler of what Asian country, where Bangkok is the capital?
Thailand.
Thailand, yes. Teenage romance can be fraught with danger, but rarely more so than in what Shakespeare tragedy that ends with the deaths of both title characters?
Romeo and Juliet.
You got it. To the monitor for your math question. Solve this for X.
3.
X equals 3. Firestone, 25 bonus points possible here. The so-called poker cabinet was a group of advisors to what 29th U.S. president who gambled and lost on the Teapot Dome scandal? Teapot Dome?
Taft.
Warren G. Harding is the right answer there. Well done, though, Firestone. Taking the lead here into the grab bag round. That's coming up next. Stay close.
For complete information about everything academic, visit us online at newsnet5.com/academic-challenge.
Another great downtown crowd here, East 30th and Euclid. Let's take a look at our scores before we continue. In third place, 330 Wooster. Second place, 415 Marian L Steel. And in the lead tonight, 445 Firestone. But it is a tight match as we head into our final round, the grab bag round. It's a free-for-all. Each correct answer here is worth 20 points. Team will lose 20 points, though, for a wrong or no answer. Also, some visual questions here. Those are plus or minus 30. So, again, this is for all 3 teams. So, everyone, hands on your buzzers. Our grab bag round begins Now, African-American architect Julian Abeli designed many of the buildings of what North Carolina University, home of the Blue Devils? Firestone.
Duke.
Yes, in the Civil War, General McClellan commanded the major Union force known as the Army of what? Firestone.
The Potomac.
Potomac, yes. In a few years, you'll be able to see Disney's new movie version of what first Madeleine L'Engle book about the Murray family? But know this? A Wrinkle in Time. To the monitor here, this tartan is identified with the family name of what little giant who was Lincoln's debating opponent in 1858 Wooster?
Douglas.
Douglas is right. You can still see the underground headquarters where 4,000 Japanese committed suicide on what initial Pacific Island after a fierce Wooster?
Okinawa.
Okinawa is right. How many quarts of water does it take to fill up a 4-gallon container, Marian L Steel?
16.
16 is right. Elephants and donkeys are prominent at political conventions. But what two-word, Steele?
Political convention.
Two-word equine phrase refers to an obscure candidate. Long shot to win. Dark horse is the right answer. Sorry, they already answered incorrectly. So the monitor here for your question, visual, this confusing comment was made by what German philosopher who wrote of the concept of the Superman in Thus Spake Zarathustra?
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche is correct. When Muslims make their pilgrimage to Mecca, they are journeying to what country whose capital is Riyadh?
Saudi Arabia.
That is right. Worcester choice. The minimum force needed to lift one end of a yardstick weighing 1 pound is 2 pounds, 1 pound, or 1/2 pound. Wooster?
1 pound.
1/2 pound. Although some think that the number 13 is unlucky, there are 13 letters in what Latin phrase that appears in the Great Seal of the U.S.? Wooster.
E pluribus unum.
That is right. To the monitor, there are 3 gates at this ancient arch named for what 4th century Roman emperor who converted Firestone?
Constantine.
That is right. A number of U.S. forests have been damaged by beetles, commonly named for what sort of evergreen tree that nicknames the state of Maine? Wooster.
Ash.
Pine. According to the Bible, Noah's Ark came to rest on what mountain in Asia Minor? Marion Steele.
Sinai.
Ararat. A Midsummer Night's Dream is the source of the quotation, "What fools these mortals be," spoken by what character who would fight Steele?
Puck.
Puck is right. In 1668, William Penn's Quakers' beliefs led to his imprisonment. In what same tower where Anne Boleyn had been executed, Firestone?
Tower of London.
London is right. One very rare Anglo-Saxon coin shaped like a 4-leaf clover was minted in what year? 6 years before the Battle of Hastings. Steele.
1060.
1060 is right. Buzzer means the game is over. Let's take a look at our final standings tonight. In third place, 410 points, Wooster. In second place, 435, Marian L Steel. And our winner tonight, getting into our top 10, Firestone at 535. Nice job. Hey, join us next week. We'll feature teams from Canton South, New Philadelphia, and Norwalk. I'm Jason Nicholas. We'll see you next week for another edition of Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance.